Hey, this is Keith.
This is Brenda.
This is Blue Planet Travel. Hey, this time we want to talk to you a little bit about food.
Everyone loves food.
Everyone, yeah. Especially me. I'm a foodie. I'm just, part of cruising is about food to me. And unfortunately, at the same time, I have this issue where food is an issue. Where I have an issue where food is an issue.
Food is the issue.
Food is the issue, or maybe it's my body that's the issue. I've been diagnosed as a type 2 diabetic, and in being a type 2 diabetic, you got to watch what it is that you eat and how much you eat, and you got to stick your finger every now and then and check your blood sugar. So I didn't exactly do what I should have done, and I kind of wasn't paying attention, and we decided to go on a cruise. So we went on this cruise, and I had my blood tester with me. I don't remember pulling it out the entire week we were on board this ship. So being being on the ship, enjoying ourselves the way we did, had a little too much to eat here and there, a little bit too much to drink here and there. When I got home, I was scheduled to go into surgery. Well, if anybody knows anything about surgery, you got to be just right before you can go and have your surgery. And I'm sitting there, I had my gown on, about ready to get a intravenous line put in me and knock me out for the surgery, and when the lady goes, huh. I looked at her and I'm like, what? And she goes, well, your sugar's a little high. I was like, oh, okay. And she walks away. So I'm sitting there in a nice cold room with a nice little gown on, kind of sitting there, what's going on, you know? And she didn't come back for a while. And I'm sitting there like, okay, well, things, okay. And her and a gentleman come back, and the gentleman says to me, hey, I'm Dr. So-and-so. We just saw that your blood sugar is really high, and we're not sure we can do this surgery. And I'm sitting there, we had pretty much scheduled our lives over the next couple of months around being able to have this surgery, to be able to fit in recovery and everything. I got time off of work. She's ready to help me during my recovery, and this guy's telling me, yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Like, there's nothing we can do. I can't bring my sugar down here now, and we can't wait a little while for it to drop. This was in the morning. And sometimes in the mornings you have what's called the dawn effect, and your sugar is a little higher in the mornings than it would be later on. I'm thinking, well, maybe we can wait a little bit. And then he tells me that my sugar was 350. Well, that's way high. So we have this conversation about blood sugar, and he says, hey, I'll ask the surgeon, but I don't think he's going to do it. And they explained to me about your body in the healing process. When you have high sugar, that your body will not heal correctly or at all, and you can end up having some very serious infection issues. So I said, okay, all right, the surgeon had said, no, let's not do this, and they sent me back to my primary care physician to change some stuff, to change medications and that sort of thing. And I'm paying attention and I'm bringing it down. But the point of this whole thing right now is that we want to have a great time on board a ship. Yes, you're going to eat a little bit, you're going to drink a little bit, but at the same time, if we have issues, whether it be sugar or blood pressure or whatever the medical issue is, we need to pay attention. And that's something that I'm learning the hard way, because now over the next few months, I'm working on my A1C so that my primary care physician will release me to have the surgery. So what I was supposed to have a month ago, now I'm not going to have for another 2 or 3 months. And that has changed, my healing time and everything that I was was depending on to be over with. Now, because I wasn't paying attention, I screwed it all up.
But they do have options.
Yeah, yeah. Now on board, and that's the thing, you know, there are plenty of options on board. If you've ever been on a cruise ship, I'm sure that you've at least walked by the salad bar. I'm not saying spend your whole week eating nothing but salad bar. I'm not saying spend your whole week, you know, talking to your maitre d' about your dietary issues, okay? But you can. You can talk to your maitre d' and say, hey, look, I have these dietary issues. I can't have certain things. Is there anything that can replace that? Okay, there are low sugar options, there are low fat options. There are...
Even for if you have allergic to peanuts or something like that.
You know, if you're vegan, if you're vegetarian, yes. You know, you talk to your maitre d' and you say, hey, look, these are my dietary restrictions. You know, how can we help? How can we get this right? And they will help you. They will help you with your menu, your diet. You know, they may not have everything you would ever, you know, want to have in sugar-free, but they have options for you. I remember one cruise ship seeing tiramisu, sugar-free tiramisu. It wasn't half bad.
Exactly.
It was pretty good. You know, they do have the different options. So you don't have to suffer when you get on the cruise ship just because you got dietary restrictions. You can still have a great time. You can still have some drinks. You know, I'm not going to sit here and tell you exactly, hey, this is low sugar or low, you know, but there are certain liquors that are better than others. You know, red wine might be better for you than, you know, other wines.
Well, if it's wine or a fruity foo-foo drink, most likely it's not for him. Maybe it might be for you, but, you know, if you have those issues, keep that in mind.
There are things that you can do and still have a great time on board a cruise ship. So don't despair just because you might have an issue with a dietary issue or even any other kind of issue. I mean, here recently there's been a lot of talk about scooters, okay? And there's been a lot of talk people that are saying, hey, I'm mobility challenged, and you're telling me I can't bring my scooter on board. You know, how am I supposed to get around? You know, I should be able to take a cruise because, you know, just because I'm mobility challenged don't mean that I shouldn't be on a cruise. And you're right, you know, you should be able to cruise. But you got to see that when you can't fit your scooter inside your room, that causes a fire hazard in the hallway. I mean, if they were to have an issue, you know, a fire or whatever, that scooter could cause people to die because, you know, they can't get down a hallway to their exit, to their muster station. So you have to realize that, you know, your scooter has to be able to be stowed away just like anything else on board. I mean, I can't leave my luggage laying out in the hallway because, you know, because I don't feel like having it in my room, you know. Maybe I feel a little crowded. There's plenty of room for luggage, don't worry. But, you know, there are options for that. You can have a rental scooter brought aboard for you that meets what the ship's requirements are. I mean, yes, you might have to pay a little bit more, but you're still going to be able to get on board, have a great time, and you know, enjoy your cruise. So there are plenty of different options. Nothing's ever, you know, written in stone unless you aren't allowed to get on the ship for whatever reason. But you know, when you come on board, you know, you're there for a good time. So, you know, I don't know. I guess that's all I got on that. Did you have anything for that?
I think you said it all.
I said a lot of stuff.
You said a lot of stuff.
I said a lot of stuff.
You said a lot of stuff.
Hey, please subscribe. That's one of our things that we need right now more than anything is subscribers. We need you to like and subscribe. We're trying to make it to 1,000 subscribers. Love to be able to get monetized. It'd be nice. But there's a long way for us to go. If you like what it is we're doing, you know, like and subscribe. Make comments in the comment sections. eventually I might actually get around to reading them. I need to start doing that, really. There's not too many comments ever get made, but please like and subscribe, and watch our other videos. Stick with us. We're getting better.
You deserve a great vacation.
Let Blue Planet get you there.
Bye for now.